Hello Aries, Aries rising and Aries moon people. This is your weekly astrological horoscope and your tarot horoscope for the week starting August 7th, 2017. And a quick reminder for everybody, remember these weekly horoscopes talk about things that are flavors of the week specifically. And I know there's an eclipse, and I know that Mercury's going to go retrograde soon, and all of that is in the monthly astrological horoscopes that I put up. And you can check those out. They're on a playlist of their very own, but I don't like to copy and paste horoscopes. So we're going to be talking about unique aspects to this week, in addition to that, so there's always something new. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on this week? All the action seems to be going on, aside from the eclipse on Monday, all of the action of this week seems to be happening. Hi Rambo, Aries is on. It's going to be happening Thursday to Friday. We've got a couple of really helpful sextiles going on in your astrology chart. We've got Mercury and Venus in a lovely sextile between Cancer, your fourth house of home and family, and Mercury in your sixth house of work, reputation, and physical health. And there is going to be some kind of really nice, I guess you could say, financial return coming in to either you or your family or possibly a spouse or somebody that you actually share space, share ownership of something with. We may be actually finding money either coming to us through them or through some kind of joint endeavor that we have made together. This could also be a wonderful opportunity for those of you who have your own businesses, who work from home, or you're looking for a home office kind of job. When we have a sextile from houses 6 to 4, we tend to see work in our schedule, our productivity coming more and more out of the home, and we may actually be seeing some news of that between Thursday and Friday. We also have the Sun in Leo in your fifth house of love and romance, forming a gorgeous connection to Jupiter, currently in Libra in your seventh house of creative partnerships, of your closest one-on-one relationships. So that's your best friend, BFF, business partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, roommate. And it does seem like there is an expansion on some kind of plan or some kind of commitment that the two of you have actually made together. Whether this was a vacation, something we were going to do for one of our children, something we were going to do together as part of like a new endeavor to undertake for our relationship. There's an expansion, there's something that we've kind of, a rod we've had on the fire is starting to actually grow into something bigger than we could have actually expected. This could be wonderful for those of you who are going out on any dates, especially Thursday night, and Friday night, because this could actually be, even a first date would go extremely well under this kind of angle, and you may actually find something that continues to go on. For your spiritual advice, we do have the Ram. And the Ram is kind of interesting because, not only it's kind of interesting because it relates to you, the Aries, but also with the Ram card, your spiritual advice this week is basically, staying, the course when there are things rocky going on in your environment, when you're in a precarious space or maybe your environment doesn't seem that safe. We think about the Ram, we think about the mountain goat, we think about, sure-footedness. We don't think of an animal that is so scared of the heights or the wind blowing or or maybe some kind of strange noise that they actually lose their footing. And this week it's basically saying nothing can really pull you off your path unless you decide to give it your energy, give that distraction your energy. And that might sound easier said than done. Some things set us off. Some things put up a knee-jerk reaction. They touch a sensitive spot. Something gets taken personally. Something really hits home. The Ram card is basically saying, okay, this is where we need to be paying attention to where, okay, in spite of all of that happening, we don't have to lose our footing. We don't have to go down with everyone else who decided to slip on their way up the mountain. This is going to be a week where I think that, you will be tested in that sense because you may think it's time to stray from the road that you're on, but you shouldn't. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Two of Cups upright. Beautiful card for work because this does indicate some kind of union, some kind of I guess you could say, mutually beneficial arrangement or connection being made, possibly even signed with with somebody that actually is trying to give you a personal lookout. This could be connecting to a business partner, to a future boss, or to a current boss in a way that gets a lot more personal. And that personal connection does make it a lot more loyal. We are kind of getting some favorite treatment, but it is 50-50, so it's not like it's anything unscrupulous, it's not social climber kind of stuff. And with the Two of Cups upright, I am also seeing that, there may be an arrangement made, some kind of deal, some kind of profit sharing or mutually, profit accruing deal may be made with even somebody close, like a friend or relative or a partner this week. So it's all looking gorgeous right off the beginning. Your hair from the shedding. For your communications with air, we do have the Eight of Wands upright. And the Eight of Wands is very, very helpful for those of you that have been feeling like something has been taking too long to get started. I am seeing liftoff in a sense where, maybe we've had some kind of plan of action or some kind of endeavor or undertaking that we've been trying to get off the ground with a group of people, again, whether it's a family friend or just a family member or a friend. This is a situation where we're kind of seeing maybe this person's finally ready, this person's already hit the ground running, but there's something that has been stalled, it's been put on a shelf for a later date. Well, that date has come. And with the Eight of Wands upright, we finally see that effort, that energy picking up traction for you this week, and that news is going to come through a friend or a relative. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Fool card reversed. And, honestly, when I see this card as a challenge, I would be careful this week about looking for familiar instead of good for you. Okay, because there's a big difference between what is familiar and what is good for us. That's just the impression I'm getting from this card. I'm feeling like with the Fool card reversed, we may be looking for certain cues, whether they're emotional cues, social cues, certain signs that we always look for to feel safe or at home in something. But familiar isn't always safe. Sometimes we can become familiar with drama. We can become or we become familiar with craziness, or unpredictability, or instability and things like that. And the Fool card reverse is kind of saying, we got to check our bouncer, at the door of our life this week. Sorry to make it sound all hokey that way, but we've got to check our bouncer. How's our filtration system doing? We may have a filtration system, filtering people, filtering out opportunities and things like that, but are we using the right filter? Are we filtering out things that are new and scary, and we're letting things in that are familiar yet not good enough? This is a week that we need to be paying attention to that, because the Fool card reverse can talk about a challenge, getting somebody to open up their mind, okay? Oh my goodness. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Star card reversed. And this card is actually really, really nice, because I'm kind of seeing, again, we have a really nice breakthrough that maybe we have to wait to get it concrete. We have to wait to cash in on it. We have to wait to really embark on it this week. But this is something very, very promising for you and a partner, or possibly something promising in a new potential partner, in a new potential love. The Star card reversed usually does show up and say, like, this is a sign that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And usually when I see the Star card reversed here in this sense, I'm like, okay, maybe we meet somebody we are going to end up with. If you're single and looking, this is a good match. This is somebody who's good for us. Maybe they're not available to date this week. Maybe they're not available to do anything right away. Or if they are, maybe it's going to be a little while before we get to do it again. But it's definitely something to, again, hold on to. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Star card reverse does indicate, again, a bit of news that's coming to you and a sweetheart about something that will be realized very, very soon, that the two of you kind of left as a bit of a pipe dream. And that may actually be a pleasant surprise for all involved. So that is your horoscope, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.